Hickok 45. You know, for my anniversary, I thought I'd try a New York reload. How's that? New York reload, up and coming. Yeah, 10 shots out of a 5-shot revolver. Well, that's only if you use the New York reload. And I threw my gun down, but on a pad. You know, I wouldn't throw my firearm down in the gravel. All right, so we have the 642. It's the 25th anniversary for this one. This one is an extra one. I don't know how that came to be, but this is the one I've had, carried, and owned since I should let you do the math, right? 25 years. 1998, I bought that. Okay, the first one I owned, model 648, concealed hammer model. For those who are not familiar with the J-frame, the little 38s, they're, you know, this is one, except the hammer is concealed. There is a hammer in there. It's an alloy frame, aluminum alloy frame, stainless cylinder, stainless barrel. Okay, you know, trigger stainless, I guess, and internal parts that need to be some carbon steel, maybe, that need to be carbon steel. So, but, you know, you get your lightweight because of the alloy frame, aluminum alloy frame. When people say alloy, they generally mean aluminum alloy. Yeah, okay. And it makes it a fairly light package, but yet something you can get your hands on. Yeah, I'm gonna put more bullets in it and shoot it some more, because this is the anniversary. It's a celebration. Many of you, all of you that have been around very long, you know that I really like the 642. I like it so much that I have hung on to this one, right, for 25 years. And also at the 20-year mark, I picked up another one just like it. Yeah, just like it. Now, one thing you might notice is these don't have that ugly key lock hole in them, neither one. And I don't know if they were even doing that back when I bought this one in '98, but they have offered this for a few years, I think, well, at least 5, without the key lock, either way, okay? But I think this one's called the Pro model, and it may be like 20 or 30 bucks more than this one. Now, I think the standard model on these is around 520, you know, something like that. And for a few extra bucks, you can get the Pro model without the key lock, okay? So it's up to you, but I'm not selling them. I just liked them, have for a long time. And this one is kind of special. I'll tell you, anything you have that you shoot, you use for 25 years, whether it's a wrench, a lawnmower, whatever, over and over, you know, you get attached to it, don't you? And it is a fairly personal firearm. It really is. Now, the other one I bought I just ordered it on Bud's at Bud's Gun Shop. I guess Bud's was in existence as a gun shop in 1998. I don't know if they had an online presence then, but too. And I'm going to fire some of these. Yeah, these lead round nose bullets. Okay, I just want to shoot this something, remind you what it is, and if you're new, you know, you just don't know some of this yet about how weird I am. I think I can even hit the cowboy with it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just reach out while I'm feeling good. I always feel good. Let's reach out at the gong, see if we can pop one on him. All right, I'm going to the house. That's all I needed to do. Let's try the it's not going to knock it over probably, but the buffalo. I think I saw it stirring up leaves right there close. But they will reach out, and I of course like to do that with little firearms, mainly to dispel the myths, not to show off. If you shoot much, you can do it too. The fact you don't have a hammer and a single action pull, not that big a deal, because when you get back to where, you know, you kind of can feel when it's going to break, you know, you just can. So let's try some more with this thing. I don't shoot it enough. I think I got it out on a Sunday video recently and shot it some. Just need to do that. Let's shoot a 2-liter. Okay. How about another 2-liter? Okay. How about that? I think it's empty, right? Yeah. You know, that's what I have always liked about it. Even though it's very small, it's just very shootable. And you know, I just stick it in the pocket holster, and this thing is a common companion. So are some others. It depends on my rotation. I carry a SIG P365. This sometimes it's you just don't know what it might be, but this thing, it fits my hand really well. There's no getting in the proper grip problems, you know, as all of us may have with certain firearms. It just yeah, that's the other one. Where's my other one? Yeah, it's in my, oh, put it over here. Yeah, it just comes out right, you know, with this boot grip. It just feels good, and I'm ready to go. Let's go over on this paper. I know this is a news flash to you, but this little firearm with a 1.88 inch barrel, not even 2 inches, is really not designed for shooting at 80 yards. It's designed for, you know, up close and dirty, that kind of thing, or we're smoking a pot, empty, and just being readily available, pull and shoot. No real thinking to do about the firearm. You'd better be thinking before you pull and shoot, of course, but it's just a really simple design. Good old revolver, tends to work. I don't think I recall ever having trouble with one of these. Yeah, I've not done 1,000 round test without cleaning it or anything like that. And of course, a lot of people will tell you, which I don't get into those arguments and debates, that it's frivolous to some extent, unless you're in a shootout every day or something. But you know, yeah, you just have 5 shots. Yep, it's 38 special plus P, what I carry, and you know, you might not make it through the engagement because you don't have enough ammo. You know, it could happen, right? But I tell you what, you got a firearm and a get off me gun, and it's something that's going to work, and there's just a lot of good to be said for it. You can come up with some negatives, but there's just a lot of good to be said for a little J-frame. They've been popular for so long, for a good reason. Okay. Oh, I like these little, look at those. Aren't those cute? Let's shoot a couple of those. And that's one thing about a revolver. You know, with semi-automatics, you have to be a little concerned about the feed ramp, and you know, the size of the hollow point. That thing, not a concern. Who knows? Well, somebody left some Clorox on the range. Hey, didn't really expect that much of a reaction. Huh. Oh, let's try a 2 liter with a holler point like this. Woo. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but I shoot a lot of different calibers and a lot of different 9mm and different things, and I mean, you get, even out of that short barrel, I can tell the way it hits the steel, you get a pretty good little smack. So it's not like you're unarmed if this is all you have. But anyway, yeah, 25 years is what this is about, and these are cool, and many of you have them. You write to me and tell me. I see comments. Like I say, they have the Pro model that now. This probably wasn't called a Pro model at the time, I don't know, but you can get it without the key lock still. And then there's also a Performance Center model, I noticed. And they've got some extra polishing on it, and the flutes and the trigger. And internally, I think it's supposed to have a smoother trigger. And what else about it? Oh yeah, the cylinder is cut for a moon clip, you know, for a speed loader, like some things like that. And it's, I don't know, it may be $150 more or something. You can look on their website and see that, but it's the same firearm except with those enhancements, different grip, kind of. I like the basic model. Just did this one here. You know, they make, Smith makes, I guess they still make most of these things. You can get them in scandium and with a titanium cylinder and all kinds of things, depending on the models and everything. For me, this is light enough. I'm okay. You know you're shooting a light firearm when you shoot it. And I'll shoot it again just to remind myself. You know you're shooting a light firearm, but it's still controllable. I don't want to get too much lighter, I don't think. I want a firearm that is convenient to have but you know, I can shoot it. And so, you know, 642 is the model, and it's one of, I guess, probably one of their most popular firearms. And what I was about to say earlier too, before I interrupted myself, we've done several firearms anniversaries, you know, 20, 25 years, whatever, and some are actually more special than others, even though they all survived 25 years with me. And this one is pretty special because I have carried it so much. I have gone months, maybe even years at a time, where this was with me every day, you know, everywhere I go, like it has been the last few months. Occasionally I'll pull it out and put it in the SIG, like I said, but this is really one of my go-tos. I don't really know I have it. Doesn't try to pull my pants down like heavier guns do, and I've got 5 shots. If I get killed for lack of shooting back, so be it. But I've got 5 good shots, and a firearm that I know puts them right where the sights are. So if I don't put them right where the sights are pointed, guess whose fault that is? That's me. That's all on me. Yeah, I would like to hit old Mr. Buffalo before I quit. It probably won't knock him over, but I think I can tell if I hit it. Did I hear it? Let's try the ram. He makes more noise, I think. I got a ram and a pig. I split the bullet. Okay, that makes sense. I brought it up just a tad and hit it. It's funny with this thing, even though it is just 38 special plus P, but you do get some recoil, muzzle flip, barrel flip, and so it comes up enough, just enough where I can't see where the bullet hit, you know. So again, that's fun to do. You know, it's a challenge, and it also demonstrates that you know, if there's anybody on the planet, and I used to be one of them, who thinks little guns like this with short barrels are not accurate. Oh, I got to shoot 5 more, okay, and I'll let you go. If anybody still thinks these are not accurate, like, where have you been? It's now you may pick one up and not be able to hit anything with it, like I'm sure I couldn't back in the day, and some days still. But that doesn't mean the firearm is not accurate, and yeah, a really good little shooter. Let's do something that's more realistic now than shooting whatever 70-yard buffaloes. Let's put it where it goes, and let's come down here and pretend old Mr. Desperado Cowboy has threatened me desperately. Yeah, he's got a 44. He's ready to pull on me. And I just, hey, look, don't shoot. Here's my money right here. I kind of scattered them, but you get the point, right? It's an up close and dirty, actually closer than that, right? So, 25 years, I appreciate the service. You know, everybody appreciates a loyal employee, don't you? Or a loyal tool, or whatever it is you have, a car, you know, that just works. And that you've been able to rely on for a long time. Getting a little sappy, aren't I? Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, can't help it. 25 years, this thing has done me well. You know, I have, you know, she painted, that didn't come with it. I should have told you I paid 20 bucks extra, but I just painted the sight there. I painted very carefully back. Just give me a little bit of a sight picture I could pick up a little bit better. But anyway, it has been loyal, and it's one I count on as being, you know, reliable. So whatever that means for 5 shots, I feel like I have 5 shots for certain if I'm carrying this, and I have a lot of confidence that I can hit something up close, really, even under stress. I really do, because there's something about the longer double action trigger of a revolver like this that, I don't know, as you're pulling it, you know as you're beginning to pull it if you're off target, you know, and you're sort of placing that front sight as you're moving that trigger backward, and they're hard to beat if you like a revolver. So I'll let you go and quit yapping about it. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.